Hey guys, so today I just saw The Nun 2. Now, um, I have not yet reviewed all of the other Conjuring movies on this channel yet. And I do plan to review all of them eventually, but right now I'm just going to give you my brief thoughts of all of them just so you know where I kind of like stand on the franchise before I share my thoughts on this movie. Um, So the so I love the first two Conjuring movies. I love them so much. I would say the second one is my personal favorite of the whole franchise, but the first one is still really, really good. And then The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It is not as good as the first two, but it's still a good movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but for me personally, it's not as good as the first two, and I think mainly everybody could agree on that. But it's still a really good movie. So, and I still enjoy it when I rewatch it. And then for some of the spin-off movies, the first Annabelle movie is easily the worst in the entire franchise. It sucks. It's generic as humanly possible, and it's just so boring. So, yeah, it is just so boring. So, yeah, the first Annabelle movie is easily just the worst one. And but Annabelle Creation on the other hand is up to par with the first two Conjuring movies. Definitely my third favorite. Not as good as The Conjuring 1 or 2, but it's my third favorite of the franchise for sure. I love it. And it's really what the first Annabelle movie should have been. Because Annabelle Creation is suspenseful, scary, and has great acting in it. Now, anyway, then Annabelle Comes Home is not as good as Annabelle Creation, but it's a fuck ton better than Annabelle 1. And it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Like, it's not scary in the slightest. Like, honestly, like, the Conjuring movies are really just known for being terrifying, but Annabelle Comes Home is just not scary at all, so that is pretty disappointing, but it has some interesting ideas in it, and but the movie has interesting ideas in it, and it's entertaining. So there you go. And then for The Curse of La Llorona, um, it's fine. Like it's fine. It's not bad. It's fine. Like it's got some good scares in it. It got some good effects. Got some decent acting. But overall, it's fine. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad. So, The Curse of La Llorona is fine. And then, now the most important one for today is the first Nun movie. So, okay, let me get something straight. I know a lot of people do not like the first Nun movie at all. This is going to be an extremely hot take, but I actually enjoy it for what it is. And I honestly think it's better than The Curse of La Llorona. I do. It's not as good as the other ones, but it's a fuck ton better than the first Annabelle, and I think it's a little bit better than The Curse of La Llorona. So, there you go. It's generic. Yes, I know, guys. It is generic. There's a bunch of tropes in it, but I personally enjoy it. Now, for the Nun 2, this one picks up directly where the first Nun left off, and this one is better. Okay? It's better. It's better than the first Nun movie. It is. The acting in it is great, and I did not expect it to be. I did not expect the acting to be as good. Of course, we got Thaisa Farmiga. Hope I said that right. But she was great in the movie, and she was good in the first Nun movie too, and she was great in this movie. And the child actors were actually really good in this movie. Like I'm being honest, the child actors in this movie were actually really good. And um I honestly was just really into like where the movie was taking its direction and where it was bringing the story. I was like really into it. And I'm not going to spoil anything because I do think you should go see this in theaters. But I was really into where it brought the story. And I really liked that they delved deeper into Valak because Valak, the demon nun, is absolutely terrifying, as you know from The Conjuring 2. And a lot of people didn't like the first Nun movie because all it did was just throw her in there with, jump scares, which I understand where you guys are coming from if you think that way. I completely get it. But I just personally enjoy that movie. But this one is a lot better, and it also gets pretty intense near the end, which I did not expect from this. It it got pretty intense near the end of the movie, and my whole audience in the theater was having fun with it. And yeah, overall, The Nun 2 was a good time. Like, I had fun with it. I think it's better than the first Nun movie, and I already said I thought that one was pretty decent. And so, yeah, I said the first Nun movie is pretty decent, and this one I think is better. So, um, if you So my final thoughts. Yes, it's better than the first Nun movie, but if you were someone that doesn't like the first Nun, then you'll probably view this one as being like a decent movie. You'll probably view it as being like a pretty good movie. But if you're like me and you enjoyed the first Nun movie for what it was, then I think you're gonna get a really good kick out of this movie. So go see it. It's playing in theaters. But that's my review of The Nun 2. Um, Comment your thoughts on the film and any of the other Conjuring films, I guess. Why not? But comment your thoughts on The Nun 2 um, in the comment section, and also subscribe to me to see more horror and thriller reviews.